All right, I'm going to try not to be boring. You? Okay, but anyway. Well, God's really been changing my life here in the past, about the past year probably. If you had known me last year, I probably would never talk to half of you, unless we drank together, or we snorted coke together, or we drank or smoked weed. It didn't matter. It involved us doing something illegal. I'd probably do it with you. It all started when I was a freshman in high school, track season. In my freshman year, I broke my ankle and got involved with some of the wrong guys because I was out for the season. And they got me into starting to smoke cigarettes, and it started from there, and I began getting more into smoking weed, and then it went to snorting cocaine and doing acid and anything else I could pretty much do. Along with that is when I became sexually active. I started using girls for pleasure for myself, not caring if I hurt them, not caring what I did to them or their families. And then my junior year, I ended up getting a girl pregnant. And at 17 years old, without my knowledge, she had an abortion. And, well, I was not a very nice person to be around. And after that, it got progressively worse, where I was getting with multiple women a week to substitute for how I was feeling about the whole situation. And things started looking up somewhat my senior year. I was still fooling around with girls. I was still drinking, partying, the basic thinking I was the cool kid. And then when I got out of high school and came back from my senior trip, I got my job that I still have today, which then I got out of the drugs only because I was drug tested. But then my drinking got worse, and I was drinking in excess every single night, every single day, until it got to the point where I was fighting my own father, cussing out my mother, and not caring who I hurt. In that case, I ended up moving in with my girlfriend at the time. Basically told my family I hated them, didn't care, and I was being selfish because I was hurting more than just myself. After I moved back in, the agreement was that I would go to alcohol counseling. I did 6 months of AA while still going to work, and still it was a struggle for me. To this day, there's still some days that are worse than others, that some days I still would not mind getting hammered. But I don't. The thing I still struggle with the most is my pride. Because whenever an old friend from high school texts me or is back in town and wants to party, it takes everything I have not to. Recently, I've moved in with Clarence, and he has been my ultimate motivator. He has been my best friend, the guy that keeps me out of trouble, the guy that tells me he loves me, and helps me keep on the straight line. And then I met all you guys, and I've grown close to a lot of you, getting to know you, getting to know what you're going through, what your struggles are. And when I'm hearing it, it sounds like me, a lot of them. I've been there. I was in high school. And honestly, being in high school with that crap is a lot harder than being out of high school with it. Because it's not cool anymore once you get out of high school. People think you're stupid. I think you're stupid. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Oh, but anyway. So basically, if you guys have struggles, I know. And I know some of you do. I know all of you do. Some of us struggle with different things than others. Some of us struggle with sex. Some of us struggle with drugs. Some of us struggle with drinking, fighting. It doesn't matter. God looks at them all as equal. And I've been through every single one of them. And it's not easy to get out of some of that stuff, guys. I'm telling you right now. My personal view is now the reason I want to be a youth leader with you guys is because I want to see you guys be all that you can be and not turn into what I had to go through with being arrested and moving out of my house and getting in fights with your parents, man. Because, I mean, you're hurting. I know you think it's just you're hurting if you're smoking dope. Well, what's going to happen if you get arrested, you get killed? And I don't want to see it happen. And that's it.